Welcome back. In this video, part 2, I'll review the library website and how to get help, as well as searching for professional journal articles. To get started, I'll begin at the college website, hvcc.edu. Next, I'll select Library from the upper toolbar. Once on the library webpage, I'll scroll down and select the middle box, Find Sources from the Dwight Marvin Library. Here, you'll be able to find sources and access services available from the Dwight Marvin Library. If you have questions about library research, you can always ask a librarian. I'll select the link in the For Students box to Ask a Librarian. You can chat with a librarian 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you chat during our business hours, you will be chatting with myself or one of my colleagues here at HVCC. If it's after hours, it will be with a trained librarian who will be able to help you with your research. You can browse frequently asked questions or email a librarian, as well as make a research appointment based on your schedule. Back on the main page, I'm ready to begin my search for professional journal articles for your EDUC 100 assignment. For this particular assignment, I like to recommend one database called Education Source. I'll select the third tab, Database Finder, and then the link to access the Database Finder. This is a listing of all of the library research databases that will be helpful for research. To get to Education Source, I can select the letter E and scroll down to the Education Source. I could search for the database by its name, and I can use the subject drop-down menu to navigate to Education and then Education Source. Now I'm ready to enter my keywords and begin my search. Let's say my topic is friendships during preschool. I'll enter the first concept of preschool into the top box. I want to expand my search not only to the term preschool, but also to kindergarten or early childhood. I'll use the Boolean operator OR to expand my search. In the next box, I'll enter my second concept of friendships. I'll type friend and add an asterisk at the end of this term, and that will search friend or friends or friendship or friendships. You'll notice that the Boolean operator AND is connecting these two search boxes. Over 63,000 results, and that is too many. So to focus my results, I will begin by refining using the filters on the left side of this page. I'll scroll down, and you may notice that the publication date is set from 1931 to the present. And this is a long period of time. And I'd like to look at more current information, so I'll update my date range to the past 5 or 10 years. I'll update to the past 5 years. And now you'll see that I've significantly reduced the number of my results. I'll scroll down once again, and another way that you can focus your result list is to an article based on the source type. You may want to select magazines. Sometimes professional journals are tagged as magazines in Education Source, this database, but not always. And by selecting this, you can miss a really great article that just hasn't been tagged as a magazine. So sometimes this is helpful, but not always. Another way to find really great articles that have been recommended by your professor is to update the publications to specific titles of professional journals. To do this, I'll expand the publication filter and I'll select Show More. Here is a listing of all of the publications of the articles that are appearing in our result list. From here, I can select titles, and my result list will only show me articles that have been published in these particular journals or publications. So now is a time you may want to grab your assignment packet and look through those recommended titles. You don't have to use one of the recommended professional journals. You can absolutely use other titles, but this is a good way of getting started to find really great articles from recommended professional journals. I'll select Exchange, YC Young Children, 0 to 3, and I can continue to scroll through and find recommended titles. 4 is pretty good for now, so I'll select Update. And now you'll see that I've again made a significantly reduced number of my results, and this is much more manageable to go through. Next, I'll begin by reading the titles of articles to see what is interesting and what might be helpful for your research assignment. Let's take a look at the second article, Meaningful Talk. I've clicked on the title. Here you will see all of the citation information, the title, the author, the journal of publication, and sometimes there will be an abstract, and an abstract will be the summary of the article. I can scroll through to see the HTML full text of the article, and here you will see the entire article is on the web page, and you can listen to the article aloud, which is kind of nice. There's also the PDF full text, and the PDF will be an attached document, and this will include page numbers if you need in-text citations. I'll go back to my detailed record, and let's say I like this article and I want to get back to it later. On the right side of the page are tools for saving access. I like to use the email option and send articles to myself. You'll notice that both the HTML and the PDF full text are attached. And then the last thing I like to do is select citation format and switch the drop-down menu to APA. And now in your email, you will see a link back to this page, the attached PDF and the full text of the article, as well as the generated citation. So this is a really helpful way to stay organized and keep all of the information that you need. Let's take a look at that generated citation. I'll select the Cite button in the Tools column and scroll down to APA. So this looks pretty good, but you'll want to check the generated citation using your style guide or the library's Cite Your Sources guide, because this was generated and it may contain errors. So just keep that in mind. If you have questions, you can always ask a librarian. Thank you for watching this video.